guessing. We dig deep in the data, true hunters on a mission. Climbing up the ladder, we don't stop, we don't quit, we don't fold under pressure. If the roof buried deep, we excavate forever. Not gon' rule what you call it. Door for the key component. Spirit provides the proof, now we got the weapon. We on it. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it down,
make the lost get found.
mind blow, restore, Naomi Lemon explode.
All voices heard, every frequency we level. Aligned to the truth, we exposing every devil. Platform activated, seeds planted in the soil. Research is our weapon, dedication is our oil.
We work in the shadows just to bring things to the light. Wrong gets corrected when we step into the thing. We made on, we committed to the past. Energy continue, yeah, we break, we on the last.
Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it down, make the lost get found. Mind blow, restore, Naomi Lemon explode. Now we go.
Energy made, loud G, like do it, like we hunt till it's found, too high up till it's down. Who are we?
Energy,
Seeding truth through the journey.
let's go.
NAOMI'S and watch us work, watch us shine.
My new work, that's the motto that we live by. Pattern recognition, see the truth remain a single eye. Research documentation, every fact we verify. Spirit-led investigation, reaching for the most high. Frequency alignment, got the whole team synchronized. Everyone restored when the landmine gets revived. Truth seekers, life bringers, that's the NLG way. Naomi's journey continues every single day. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, NLG don't give up. Find it now, make the lost get found. Mind blow, restore, Naomi Lemon explode. NLG.
Baby, that, baby, 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 that, baby, that. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If that's the head, then reveal it. Reveal it. Dark weed, put light to it. Light to it.
Lost we hunt till it's found. Too high up, we tear it down.
Who are we?
NLG, seeing through the journey. Let's go. NAOMI'S landmine. Watch your work, watch your shine.
Put your mind to work, yeah, we got a pattern. Everything we touch, backed by research that matters. No shortcuts, no guesses. We dig deep in the data. True hunters on a mission. Climbing up the ladder, we don't stop, we don't quit, we don't fold under pressure. If the root's buried deep, we excavate forever. Not gon' rule what you call it. Door for the key component. Spirit provides the proof. Now we got the weapon. We on it. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it down,
Make the lost get found.
mind blow, restore. NAOMI'S land and explode.
All voices heard, every frequency we level. Aligned to the truth, we exposing every devil. Platform activated, seeds planted in the soil. Research is our weapon, dedication is our oil.
We work in the shadows just to bring things to the light. Wrong gets corrected when we step into the day. We made all, we committed to the case. Energy continue, yeah, we break, we only last.
Bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it down, make the lost get found. Mind blow, restore. NAOMI'S land and explode. Now we go.
Energy with it, loud G, like to it, Lost we hunt till it's found. Too high up till it's down. Who are we?
Energy,
Seeding truth through the journey.
let's go.
NAOMI'S landmine. Watch us work, watch us shine.
My new work, that's the motto that we live by. Pattern recognition, see the truth remain a single eye. Research documentation, every fact we verify. Spirit-led investigation, reaching for the most high. Frequency alignment, got the whole team synchronized. Everyone restored when the landmine gets revived. Truth seekers, life bringers, that's the NLG way. NAOMI'S journey continues every single day. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, NLG don't give up. Find it now, make the lost get found. Mind blow, restore, NAOMI'S land and explode. NLG,
Baby, that, baby, that. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah,
Yeah. If that's the head, then reveal it. Dark weed, put light to it. Light to it.
Lost we hunt till it's found. Too high up, we tear it down.
Who are we?
NLG, seeing through the journey. Let's go. NAOMI'S landmine. Watch your work, watch your shine.
put your mind to work, yeah, we got a pattern. Everything we touch, backed by research that matters. No shortcuts, no guesses. We dig deep in the data. True hunters on a mission. Climbing up the ladder, we don't stop, we don't quit, we don't fold under pressure. If the root's buried deep, we excavate forever. Not gon' rule what you call it. Door for the key component. Spirit provides the proof. Now we got the weapon. We on it. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it down,
Make the lost get found.
mind blow, restore. NAOMI'S land and explode.
All voices heard, every frequency we level. Aligned to the truth, we exposing every devil. Platform Platform activated, seeds planted in the soil. Research is our weapon, dedication is our oil.
We work in the shadows just to bring things to the light. Wrong gets corrected when we step into the fade. We metal, we committed to the past. Energy continue, yeah, we break, we on the left.
Bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, energy don't give up. Find it now, make the lost get found. Mind blow, restore, Naomi's Lamb and explore. Now we go.
Energy with energy with loud G, like to it, like to it. Lost we hunt till it's found, too high up till it's down. Who are we? Energy, seeding truth through the journey.
Let's go.
NAOMI'S land, watch us work, watch us shine.
My new work, that's the motto that we live by. Pattern recognition, see the truth remain a single eye. Research documentation, every fact we verify. Spirit-led investigation, reaching for the most high. Frequency alignment, got the whole team synchronized. Everyone restored when the landmine gets revived. Truth seekers, light bringers, that's the NLG way. Naomi's journey continues every single day. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, NLG don't give up. Find it now, make the lost get found. Mind blown, restore, Naomi's Lamb and explore. NLG. No shortcuts, no guesses. We dig deep in the data. True hunters on a mission. Climbing up the ladder. We don't stop, we don't quit, we don't fold under pressure. If the root's buried deep, we excavate forever. Not gon' rule what you call it. Door for the key component. Spirit provides the proof. Now we got the weapon. We on it. Tear it down. Bring the truth to the ground. Light it up. Energy don't give up. Find it now.
Make the lost get found.
Mind blown, restore, Naomi's Lamb and explore.
All voices heard, every frequency we level. Aligned to the truth, we exposing every devil. Platform activated, seeds planted in the soil. Research is our weapon, dedication is our oil.
We work in the shadows just to
What up, everybody? We getting this thing started here in a few more seconds, not minutes, seconds. Apologies for the delay. I had to switch up some gear. Make sure I was prepared correctly. There's a certain way I like to be. I like to do things in excellence. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to know. But it's time to get into it. I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all, and I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about some things. I'm ready to study on some things. I'm ready to dig into some things. I'm ready to get it popping. If you ain't got your scriptures, your Bibles, a notepad, a pen, a tablet, a computer, I need you to go ahead and get that. You're going to need that tonight. We're getting into it in a couple seconds here, people.
My new work, that's the motto that we live by. Pattern recognition, see the truth remain a single eye. Research documentation, every fact we verify. Spirit-led investigation, reaching for the most high. Frequency alignment, got the whole team synchronized. Everyone restored when the landmine gets revived. Truth seekers, light bringers, that's the NLG way. Naomi's journey continues every single day. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground. Light it up, NLG don't give up. Find it now. Put your mind to work, yeah, we got a pattern. Everything we touch, backed by research that matters. No shortcuts, no guesses. We dig deep in the data, true hunters on a mission. Climbing up the ladder, we don't stop, we don't quit, we don't fold under pressure. If the roof buried deep, we excavate forever. Not gon' rule what you call it. Door for the key component. Spirit provides the proof, now we got the weapon. We on it. Tear it down, bring the truth to the ground.
Alright, let's get it popping, y'all. Let's go. It's time to get up and go. What's up? What's up, y'all? Y'all like it? Yeah, this is a shorter version of my, cowgirl / cowboy hat swag. It's, if you know, then you know. Welcome to North Carolina. Welcome. All right. Now, ignore the delay on the second camera, please. All right. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just what it is. Okay. Just call it internet survival at its best. All right. So don't worry about it. Look at me from the phone angle and you'll be fine. Don't let it be a distraction for you. Okay. You might see a few stutters here and there. Don't let it distract you. It'll get caught up soon enough. All right. Anyway, welcome to this good old Wednesday, the 24th. I'm ready to get into some scriptures. I'm ready to get into talking about some books. No, I don't own rights to any of this. I have bought this, okay? Don't own rights to this either. We're just going to get into it, all right? I've had good news today. I'm actually in a very good mood. I'm typically am in a good mood. I am a little bit exhausted. Are any of you a little? Yeah. So what I want to do, I know if you ain't noticed what we talking about. YouTube family, what's up? Facebook family, what's up? Family of the family, blood or not, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. This is Naomi's Landmines coming to you live, right on time and divine by moi, me, Naomi. Okay? So what's up, fam? We're going to talk about the history of religion. If you've been keeping up, this is episode number 7. Yeah, we're being consistent, people. We're being consistent. These episodes drop every other Wednesday, okay? But if you have a special topic that you would like me to discuss, you have something that you feel like the people will want to hear, if you would like to have a discussion with me live and you feel like that it would be something that could really assist the people out here, the viewers out here, reach out to me in my DMs on YouTube. Reach out to me on Facebook. Let me know. I'll be glad to hear about it. I'll be glad to see if it's already stored up in one of my studies, queued up, ready to go. Because a lot of what I'm discussing with you all, it's like in the archives of history, okay? What you're going to get today is a little special. Because you're going to get something that is from one of my books. I am 5 books in writing currently. I know you like, huh? Yeah, it's like that. I'm really putting together a collection that I believe is going to really assist everyone. And what I'm trying to do is people's attention span is really short now. And I don't know why they want to have attention span so short today. But nevertheless, because of that, I'm taking all of the studies, all of the years, all of the investment, and I'm going to release it all in a school form or academic form, also through the podcast, also through YouTube, through video arts and visual art representation. I'm going to do things through chat. We're going to have live studies going on as well. And ultimately, there's going to be books released. so that you can have the information, and also so that you can help yourself to study to show yourself approved. That's the goal. And there's a lot of things that I've been reading scriptures. I was listening to scriptures at 3 years old. Okay, I did listen because my grandma used to read to me. She started when I was 3. Me and my sister were just talking about my first memories, and my very first memory in life was I was 3 years old. Could have been 2, but I'm saying 3. My grandmother had this big old huge Bible that had all the pictures and stuff in it that she got from her mother, who probably got it from her mother, I guess. And she started with Psalms 23, which has become a coin piece of my life. Like, it's embedded in me. I love that. I live by it. But it was the first chapter that I ever learned, and I learned it at 3 years old. Okay? I have been in love with just the scriptures themselves since I was a toddler. Even when I was out doing my thing, my family can tell you, immediate or far and in between, I've always had scriptures around me. I've always studied. It didn't matter what my lifestyle was. I just been in tuned for some reason to the scriptures, to the voice of Ruach Kokodesh and how he just established his spirit through everybody's life, and how it was recorded through so many different ways and places and things and etc. And so I now want to share my journey of studying, of reading, of reflecting, of information that I found that they don't teach on Sunday morning, because they teach the same 30 stories year after year after year. They base it on the pagan holiday schedule versus Yahuwah's schedule. And yeah, nobody is really going any further than where they were. It's just around a merry-go-round. And yeah, I had to get out of that merry-go-round. You know what I'm saying? Because my relationship goes a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, a little bit stronger. And I want to extend that to you. I want everybody to know that your relationship with Yahuwah is its own. And no man or woman has been placed here because they're so special to make you special. You understand? We are all equal. And if Yahuwah decided to use a donkey to get his word across, because a fool that he was trying to get a word across to gonna listen to nobody else, Yahuwah will. So, you know, for someone to act like they're the established person over your life, and that they are like the priest that you have to go into, like how Catholicism is set up, to be able to walk into the throne room of y'all, we have already, that's been done. Okay? The Son, the second Adam, has already come and did that for us. All right? So what I want to do is get into it. Now, when I first started my first premiere episode, I released a visual arts presentation, and it was all about introducing you to NLG, what I do, my visual arts, and you grasping how you can get the truth through so many different dimensions of the gifts that Yahuwah has provided for me. Okay? So I want to present one of the first videos that you all have already seen. It is very meaty, but you're about to understand why. And as I told you before in that first setting, it's from chapter 1 in my book. And so we're going to get into my chapter 1. Yeah, you're about to get this absolutely free because it matters to me. All right? So I want to expose some things. And so this is called The History of Religion, or you can say understanding, overstanding. I don't care where you stand in it, as long as you grasp it, of religion. And this is part 1. We're going to be really breaking this down. But I think it's important to grasp, how did we get here as a people when it comes to the Western religion? If you watch it overseas or somewhere, you already know overseas how the Western people do it. So, you know, I'm trying to lend you all a lens outside of the structure that we've been given in the religious community. Because the religious community is a community, unfortunately, many of you will hate this, but it's of power. It's about business, and it's about money. It's about a lot of things that, honestly, when Yahushua walked this earth, Yahushua was completely against and opposed it tremendously and stated it multiple times. But a lot of people don't know that because you haven't taken the time to read. And so that's what I'm here for. I want to I want you and I to walk together and study this together, because even though I've read this 4 times in my lifetime, I am still on a journey right now of rereading, and it never gets old. You can't find out enough. There's so much life behind the real truth in this. So before we get started into some studies, get into some slides, I want to represent my video. Watch it, pay close attention. If you're live with me watching, I want you to ask as many questions as you can. This is going to be one of them. You're probably going to want to crack the egg, crack my brain. If you ever wanted to, this is the freaking time to do it, because this ain't one of these, you know, I'm trying to help your soul survive and get through yesterday's troubles. This is one of those, let's break open the scriptures. Let's talk about the reality of what's happened that's gotten us to this crazy place of religion and away from what we should have been always having this whole time with Yahuwah, and that's relationship. So without further ado, I'm about to represent the history of religion, part 1. Let's get in it. Let's get in it, baby.
Another next level. What? Another next level Genesis. Release. Let's go.
Let's take it back to where it all began. After the flood, when the world found land, first city rose where the rivers meet. Babylon's story, history's beat. Some say faith came out of the night. Rome mixed truth with a different style. One got above, but no theism verse. Many guys are men, polytheism. But let's trace the roots and start again.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers grow. Waking up.
Let's go, no fear.
We live here, there's no faith here. We just exist here. Why? How, yeah. 3 suns spread from Noah's line.
Shem, Ham, Japheth took across all time.
From him came Cush, then Nimrod's reign.
God built the tower reaching heaven's
Plain. Power rose, but pride took hold. The first world kingdom, fierce and bold.
Tammuz born from a story told. Son and mother, myths of old.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers go. We're waking up, let's go.
Turned the lost into sacred lies. Said the sun gave birth to a son. And that was born where Shem keep light. But through the line of Shem came light. A promise shining through the night. From David's seed to Yahushua's name. Truth restored, the world reclaimed.
We are being we are being keep your eyes open. We are being
Keep your eyes open.
We are being
Keep your eyes open.
dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers low. We're waking up, let's go. The lights are on, 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 your eyes on, your eyes on,
Let's take it back to where it all began. After the flood, when the world found land, first city rose where the rivers meet. Babylon's story, history's beat. Some say faith came out of the night. Rome mix truth with a different style. One got above monotheism, bursting many gods of men. Politism, let's trace the roots and start again.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers low, we're waking up. Yes, let's go, let's go. The lights are happening. The lights are happening. Oh, the lights are for your eyes. For happening. Oh, three sons bred from Noah's line. Shem, Ham, Japheth across all time. Ham came clutch, then Nimrod's reign.
I built a tower reaching heaven's plane.
Power rose, but pride took hold. The first world kingdom, fierce and bold.
Sam was born from a story told.
Son and mother, myths of old.
Back at it. We back in it. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I know it's a lot. It's a lot in there. If I could one day put it on my big screen over here and like frame by frame break down all of that, I would. But I gotta know that there's people out there that are live with me, watch with me, and willing to ask questions and dig my brain and force me to give them an understanding. Okay. Other than that, you're gonna have to just decipher the code yourself. But some of that code, I'm gonna help you decipher. Okay. So let's get into it. All right. Y'all see my slides. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know what this is about. Understanding religion's roots is what we're talking about. We're starting from the beginning. We're going to talk about pagans. We're going to talk about Nimrod. We're going to talk about Babylon. Yes, we are. We're going to go there. We're not going to go there the way you would on a Sunday morning, though. We're going to go the way you would in NLG land. All right? So let's dig in. Like I said, I hope you got your notebook. Hope you got your scriptures. Hope you got your phone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever it is, you're going to need it. Okay? You're going to need it. Again, this is part one. So let's get into it. Let me make this bigger on my screen so that I can be able to truly interpret all that I see. One second, y'all. Let me make sure that I'm able to expand this thing completely. Here we go. Boom. Alright, and I know I took me off the screen for a second, but I know y'all can still hear me. So, with that being said, the topic, we're going to talk about the history of religious systems. Alright, and the series that we're going to be going through, which this is part one of it, is understanding religion's roots. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to page number one, or slide number one. Alright, so first thing we want to get into, you all, is really grasping what happened back in time that caused us to get to this point of ideals. What happened to get us away from relationship with Yahuwah to the idea of what it is today? Okay, where did Christianity come from? Because something that, you know, let me just I like y'all to see my face, so y'all know I'm here. So let me do this. Let me try this a different way real quick, because I gotta feel like I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That matters to me. So let me try something real quick. Or whatever. Alright, so look, check it. So one of the things that you may not have realized is that Christianity is one of the younger religious sects in the world today. It is not one of the oldest. Okay? I also want you to know that Christianity didn't start until after Christ left. Okay? That's really important. Really important. Because, yeah, it's just really important. That's really important. I'm going to leave that there for now. So, was the scriptures, was Yahuwah's people here before Christianity? Yes. And what were they studying from? How did they know Yahuwah was Yahuwah? What did they learn that information from if Christianity is a new created religious box? It wasn't here always. But Yahuwah is what? Alpha and Omega. Beginning and end. Right? Y'all know this kind of stuff. Y'all have heard it. But you've heard it in a religious ring. But in encompassing the truth, I want you to hear it from like, yo, have I been bamboozled into a square of thinking and thinking that my relationship with Yahuwah is in this place when it's actually in this place, and in here, and in here, and in here. And I carry it everywhere I go, no matter what I do. That's the part that I want to bring us to. And that you don't need a structure or a building to access Yahuwah, Yahuwah's presence, Yahuwah's spirit, Yahuwah's word, insight, revelation, connection, to have visions, to be able to see, to go from the natural realm to the spiritual realm, to coexist in all of it. You don't need these places to access heaven. Okay? Heaven is here. Here. There's something Yahushua said when he was taken up to, I don't know if it was Pontius Pilate. I got to open up the book, y'all. Or was it Caesar? It was one of them. Okay? And he was negotiating with Hamashiach, all right, the Messiah, and he was trying to figure out, like, your people are giving you up to me, you know, and he recognized that something about this man didn't deserve all of the craziness that was going on in the courtyard about him. And with that, he's like, he looks at this man and says, if my kingdom was of this place, they would have never given you over to me. Like, it wouldn't have happened. And we are forgetting the words and the witness of Yahushua, and the words and the witness that Yahushua gave according to all that the Father gave Yahushua. Yahuwah gave Yahushua everything that Yahushua was lending and giving to us. And it was only a fraction of what we can encompass with our experience with Yahuwah. Yahushua's mission was Yahushua's mission. Period. Okay? Period. That was second Adam. The first Adam got us separated from the natural functioning, no necessary, sacrifices and extra stuff has to happen for you to walk with Yahuwah. You're pure, I'm pure, we're good. First Adam failed. Okay? The scriptures say there was a second Adam. The second Adam's goal was to do what the first Adam should have never undone, and to allow us to gather ourselves with the choice of reconnecting back into Yahuwah's right standing place with us. That was originated from a place in the Garden of Eden that we hear about. But even Eden was just a space. Adam and Eve weren't even created there. They were placed there after being created in another land. Yeah, you don't hear about that, but it's the truth. I got scriptures to back it. So, and I'm telling you all this so that you can understand when we fast forward from Adam and Eve and all that to this, it's like, yo, how do we get here? how do we get here? Why is there so many wars over religion if
is supposedly based on one of the best base grounds for love, which is love. How is there so much war and hate and division? Some would say, well, that's all you see in the scriptures. Did you ever ask yourself why? Did you ever read it in its full context to understand what happened to bring some of those wars and some of those situations? No, you haven't. You haven't. And so here we are. This is what I'm here for. So, the misconception, the common misconception, all right? Let me open this back up. So, the common misconception, many assume, a lot of people assume, that Christianity roots from Egypt. There's a lot of talk that Christianity roots from Egypt. A lot of talk. Because Egypt has been around since we know of the land of Eden. Excuse me. I know they want to act like it just popped up out of nowhere. No, it was there, the land. He created the heavens and the earth. Okay, go read the scriptures. So, Africa was there, when Antarctica was there, when Australia was there. Just because it was named different lands in different time zones and different seasons and civilizations and kingdoms and reigns and eras, whatever you want to call it, doesn't mean those lands did not exist. Okay, those lands were there. So, with that in mind, there were people here. Okay? We'll talk about that a whole other way. I got plenty of book that covers all of that, all right? And if you don't want to read my book, you got this one, all right? But for you to understand this, you're going to have to be connected to the spirit of Yahuwah, all right? Because my goodness, the carnal mind is going to reject everything that the spirit gives. I promise you that. So, Christianity is not rooted from Egypt. This is a widespread but flawed assumption, okay? That was two totally different kingdoms at work, okay? Two totally different civilizations, two totally different belief structures, two totally different mindsets. That those individuals came from a different type of people. I'll just say that for now. All right? So this idea largely originates from the references tied to Roman Catholicism. All right? It does. Roman Catholicism created a lot of the belief systems we have today, even about Egypt, even about where they came from and what they did and did not do. Okay? Roman Catholicism and Christianity, they're of the same tree, but they don't bear the same type of fruit. Okay? Or you could say one is the daddy and one is the son of religion, of this whole thing we got going on. Okay? Same broad lane, but fundamentally different paths. Because with Roman Catholicism, the interesting thing, even though Christianity has tried to coin itself as something holy, all right, it didn't start in that idea. A matter of fact, Christ was against all those titles and things. He even told us, do not call yourselves leaders and all the things that people have called themselves. He never said that. He was against that. So a lot of the things that were coined, Christianity, that word being called a Christian is no different than a black or brown person being called a nigger. Yeah, Nigger. It's no different. When people were coined a Christian, it was an insult. They were being spit at for being followers of the belief system that Yahushua had brought from heaven. So they called them that as insults. Was it an insult to be a follower? No. But people started coining themselves, calling themselves something that Yahushua never called us. Oh, I know I heard a lot of y'all out there saying that. Who you gonna tell me that Yahshua ain't calling me a Christian? Go ask. Go read the scriptures. Go find out when we started getting called that. Come fact check me. Don't get mad. Get happy, please. Or get sad. But Yahshua called you by name. Christian, unless that's your name, it's a little shaky, a little shaky. Anyway, so with that being said, let's talk about the mystery of Babylon. we're going to jump into the mystery of Babylon. But we're going to go back to Roman Catholicism. We're going to go to Christianity. We're going to go to all of that. But I have to bring everything into context because that religious system has ran every church that you see today. It is very few religious places that is not under the jurisdiction of the Catholicism that rules the earth. We were told that church and state are separate. But the Roman Catholic Church, that center, is not separate. It's not. It isn't. It runs a lot. These popes, they sit with world leaders. They make world decisions. They are very rich, though they're very small. Okay? The quality of their effect has reached everywhere. Y'all know where bishops come from? Archbishops, the dressing of the hats and the robes, and man, y'all would be upset with me. Y'all, some of y'all will. I don't care. I don't care. A lot of that stuff is based in Masonic orders. Some of it black and dark, black magic, white magic. A lot of the things that you stand on is pagan. A lot of it. And it's been coined something else through religion. But the ground, the foundation, is not holy. But this has been taken and been placed on unholy ground. And it's been said that this is what makes it holy. And no. No, this stands holy by itself. So anyway, let's talk about paganism. Let's talk about how we got here. The mystery religion of Babylon is the true beginning of paganism, not Egypt. So for those of you who have been throwing stones at people who look at Egypt, I am not saying that Egyptians, true Egyptians, people that walk after the Egyptian way, that they are not made by Yahuwah. I am saying, though, that there is a different system and belief coined and knowledge coined through those particular individuals. Okay? And they have gotten that from a whole nother knowledge center. A whole nother avenue that some of y'all ain't ready to travel down because you scared to leave the 66 books of the Western religion and go get the other ones that they took out so that you can have at least a little bit more information on why they took all that out to keep you trapped in your religious mindset and call it relationship when it's not. Understanding this distinction is essential to tracing the real origins of religious systems. Truth requires going back further to Babylon and to Nimrod and to some other places. Yeah. Where do you think it got us going? Y'all want to know? Okay, let's just go. Let's roll there, people. 2 worldviews. Belief in many gods. A divine family structure rooted in ancient Babylon and spread across all cultures, empires throughout history. Alright, this is what you call, what a lot of people hear, polytheism. Poly, ultimately, is many. So when you hear poly, think of many. We hear poly a lot now because a lot of people want to be polygamous. Okay? Poly is many. So you think of that, there you go. Keep it simple. Monotheism, mono, one, that's what many believe, and it's only a few religious sects that believe in that one. There's one supreme God that sits over all. Alright? I'm about to share with you how these 2 worldviews do not, in a way, they do not still lead to righteous views. However, I'm going to talk about righteousness in ways where you may go, but I thought you said. Just follow me. It would all collect together, but you're going to have to follow me. You're going to have to study. You're going to confuse yourself, okay? I'm telling you, because it's a lot of information. All right. So belief in one supreme God with no equals, that is the mono structure, okay? Yahuwah, the I am, creator of all things, whose authority is absolute, is undivided. So what does that mean? Are you saying that Christ, the Messiah, Hamashiach, are you saying that that is not Yahuwah? That's Yahuwah's son? You saying you shouldn't worship the Son of Man? Ask Yahushua. Did he say? Did he say? Did he say? And when he did say, what did he say worship would happen? Okay. It's in the scriptures. So go look it up. Go see for yourself. So with polytheism, there's a structure that was created. You have father/man, which equals God. You have mother/woman, which equals goddess. And you have son/man-child, which equals demigod. I know some of you have heard those terms before, because in the worldliness, a lot of women say, I'm a goddess. People who have spiritual understanding and beliefs even sometimes call themselves a demigod. Well, that falls under polytheism. So you are saying you sit with not just gods, because in the scriptures, we're even called little gods. But you got to go into context about what that means. But there is no God, which God is a title, by the way. Okay? Polytheism says all of these gods are like equals, like they're all sitting at the table, and each one just has their own thing that they are going to do, and they're just all equal, and that's BS. And I'm just gonna leave that there. The structure of monotheism is one overall. According to scripture, there is one that sits on the council of gods. They don't teach that in religious places, but they also have laws that they got to abide by. And if you ever did your research, you'll find out that a lot of these churches, they got to pay taxes. They're not allowed to teach past a certain line. Look it up. I know, not my pastor, he be telling me, I bet he do, I bet he do, and only but so far, because if he ever gets that knock at the door that he has to shut down, or that he'll no longer be tax-free, or that, yeah, did you see what COVID did? How many of them churches stayed open when the government told them to shut down? I'll wait on that. How many acted like Yahuwah ran their house? They'll tell you, well, we got to honor the... Okay. Just for the record, Yahushua had to get broken out. Yahushua used to run from the cops back in the day. All the time. Yahushua was an outlaw. All the time. Roman guards was trying to get him all the time. Lock him up. He was running from the police. That's what we would call it today. Breaking rules. Breaking laws. According to the church, he was breaking Sabbaths. According to the Romans, he was breaking all kind of things. So, no disrespect to you religious people out there, but y'all full of crap, and you know it. And I don't really care about what you're teaching these people. But what I do care about is the fact that you wolves are going to get burned up in the flames of Yahuwah's smoke. And that's for certain. Because if you ain't smelt the time, some of y'all ain't teaching them nothing. You're teaching about blessings. You're teaching about money. You're teaching about what comes next. You're making people believe that Yahuwah cares about the things of this world. Woo! And not their soul. That he cares more about what they genieing and asking for than their soul. When he sent, Yahuwah sent the Son for the soul. Not so you can get rich. Have mercy. Anyway, let's go to the next one. I'm going to try to do my best to keep this as light as possible. I really am. Because this is just part one. Open it up. Post-flood genealogy. Alright. So, we talked about Adam and Eve at the beginning, right? something happened to create the flood. And we're going to get into that a little later, but I'm going to open it up. There's scriptures that discuss that giants came down to mate with the women of the land. Okay? I mean, not giants, y'all. That was their babies. Apologies. Angels came down to mate with the ladies of the land that they beheld and saw was beautiful. And in doing that, they created what was called Nephilim. Okay? Giants. And they took one of these books out of the scriptures that's called, or that is coined a little book Genesis, that breaks down all of these details. Okay? But the interesting thing is, they can't deny that it's not true because it's in Genesis. So anyway, all right, if you go read a book called Jubilees, you will find a lot of truth in it, and it will make a lot of things in Genesis make sense, especially during that time, pre-flood. All right? So there was a lot of angels that got together. It was about 200 of them things. They decided that they were going to curse themselves, knowing how the Father is, and come down here and do what they want to do in this realm. And they did. And they came down and taught human beings like you and me a lot of spiritual things that we now today call natural things, because we have gotten so far away from the knowledge and the beginning and the origin of how we got it, that we have been deceived by the world's just ways that some of the things we do is natural, when in fact it is very spiritual. Led by spirits, all of it. But because it's on TV and it's everybody does it, it seems like it's just a normal human thing, when in fact it is rooted and embedded in spiritual activity. Because how we got it in the first place was from fallen angels out of alignment and disobedience to their order with Yahuwah. And one of their brothers, named Michael, snitched on them, that archangel. You get to hear about that in the scriptures. And war was had. And the flood that came to the earth, it came to the earth to wash out the Nephilim giants, because the cries of the people, it was lifted up to Yahuwah. And we know that cries of Yahuwah's people can happen, because that happened in Moses' day. I did say Moses because that's what it is, but we can call it Moses. But in Moses' day, that's what happened. They were crying for so long, he heard their cries, and he sent what? A deliverer. Okay? So the story of Yahuwah is steady when it comes to Yahuwah's love for us. It's not an abstract thing for Yahuwah to send something or send someone with the ability and power and strength to have a relationship with Yahuwah and be okay with not being connected to the world's purposes, but truly and truly be connected to Yahuwah's purposes. Yahuwah literally, I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there right now. I was about to go somewhere. I'm not going to go somewhere. Let me just say post-flood. So we got these demon giants walking around. They went from having sex and teaching us and having us work for them to going from that to eating us, tearing us up. Their hunger and thirst was never quenched. Like, they could never get fulfilled. They started doing bad things, bestiality, destroying and putting together different kind of animals. They were spiritual beings, and they had these sons that also were of demigod effect. Okay, they were spiritual giants with human form. Yes, they did. They ate us. Yes, because they were hungry. Yeah, they worked us to the bone, and then they started. It was like the word was horrible. When you hear that Yahuwah says that the last days on this earth is going to be like the days of Noah, it's a lot deeper than the big rainbow out here and seeing some spiritual things happen. The world was dark, bro. There was almost nowhere to hide. It was hide in a house, locks, alarm systems. Ha, 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 ha. They had mobs everywhere. So anyway, Noah was a man that was after Yahuwah's heart, but Noah was chosen because Noah's bloodline, you got Methuselah and all this stuff, Noah's bloodline was coined through keeping the truths about who we are and where we come from and Yahuwah's people. Yahuwah, the truth. And it was passed down through generations, and Noah got it. And Noah was a righteous man. Noah he wasn't known to not do anything wrong. Noah was a trip. Like everybody was the moment the first Adam decided that he wanted to be more human than spiritual. Nevertheless, here we are. And so now Noah has 3 sons. We're going post-flood now. The flood came. The boat landed on a mountain. Okay? Everything's here. But some giants, they lived through it. They all didn't get flooded. Some got chained up in mountains. If you read Revelations, there's 4 angels that's chained up by the Euphrates River. It's real, people. It's not fake. It's not a myth. When the river dries up, it says that those angels are going to be loosed on this earth. They're going to cause havoc. Yeah, real place here on the ground. Okay? We're talking about it. We got to talk about it because y'all aren't looking. Y'all not looking. Y'all not seeing. Y'all want the next car, the next house, and the next boat. Some of y'all are going to get it and then die. And that's soul and body. Because once the enemy got you, ain't no reason to keep you, especially if you serving him. Like, and you deny Yahuwah's truth. You won't even acknowledge it. It's a shame. So you got Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Japheth, and Shem. They were on the boat with him. They also got wives unto themselves. All right? Some of these wives came from civilizations before the flood. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Oh my goodness. No, they weren't sleeping with their sister. That's another story for another day. Because I know you want to know where the wives come from. I know. So, these 3, they became the fathers of all nations. Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Alright? Their descendants, they shaped the course of human history, giving rise to the first civilizations, the spread of people across the earth, and the sacred lineage leading to Yahshua. All of that came post-flood, after the flood. Okay? Adam and Eve, just like Yahuwah said, that in the day you eat this fruit, you will die. In the spiritual realm, 1,000 days in the spirit is like a day. 1,000 days, on earth is like a day in heaven. In the spiritual place of heaven, the dominion, the dimension of heaven. So if you go look up how long Adam and Eve lived, Adam didn't live past 900, I think, in either 57 years or 78 or 75. Somebody gonna have to give me the number. I don't feel like going to get my other book to go read it, but it's in the scriptures. He lived less than 1,000 years. He died in the same day, like Yahuwah said he would, from eating of the fruit and gaining the knowledge of good and evil. And good and evil has nothing to do with righteousness. Good doesn't mean righteousness. The mind that we bit up was a lower realm of thinking and understanding. And even when that happened, the angel said, oh my God, if they eat that, there will be like us. Who's us, y'all? Who's the us? It ain't Yahoo, ain't schizophrenic. Who's the us? Yeah, I know. I know. It makes you scratch your head. I hope it makes you want to read. So now, let's go to the breakdown of these three. Ham, the father of Babylon. Now, a lot of people are going to be really mad about me saying that because of Cush and learning about the cursed people and all this stuff. I don't care. It doesn't negate the truth, okay? It doesn't negate the history and where all of this from and where everything began. Oh Lord, let me do something. Let me put my charger in, y'all, before y'all be gone and y'all escape me. It just beeped. Okay. So Ham, Cush, all right, genealogy. Ham to Cush, all right. This is the builder of Babel. Ham rebelled against Yahuwah. Ham's genealogy goes Ham to Cush, Cush to somebody called Nimrod, all right, and then Nimrod gave birth, or had a son, I should say, he didn't give birth, to Tammuz. All right? Now, let's just stay here for one moment. I dare someone to go look up why we went to war when Bush was in office. I dare you to go look up why did we go to war when Bush was in office. There are documents that have come out that can confirm that Hillary Clinton, Hillary, wanted us, the Americans, to go find the graveyard of Nimrod. Why would a president want to do that? Why would a political party care so much about a false story? Nimrod, the Tower of Babel person? Yeah. Gilgamesh is what you're going to find. Gilgamesh. That's Nimrod. Gilgamesh and Nimrod are the same two people. Welcome to history class, people. History of religion. Welcome. We got to talk about the roots. We got to talk about how we got here. That's why I said we're going to be talking about righteousness, but you can't talk about one side without the other side. Both sides of the coin, they coexist. What side you choose is up to you. But they exist at the same time. So now you got Ham giving his lineage to Cush. We got the builder of Babel. They rebelled. Did y'all ever think about the story of the Tower of Babel? How the Tower of Babel, it was all these people like-minded who decided that they wanted to live up, to move a mountain of living, to live up with the gods. Why would they think that we would be able to live with spiritual beings? And if you're like, well, that's strange, why would they think that? No, what's really puzzling is that Yahuwah knew that they could do it, and because they could do it, he dispersed the people's thinking, brought confusion amongst their language, so they couldn't understand each other. They got so discombobulated that they could no longer build because of the confusion of it all. Hence, Babel. Babel. And so they had to disperse. Everyone trying to find which one spoke like them. And now we have a dispersing of things happening across the earth in its own way. We have now tribes and different things being created. We'll get there another time. But can y'all following me with this history lesson? It's in the book. It's in the book. Okay, it's in the book. Just so you know. So now, the Tower of Babel, Nimrod, he was considered this great warrior, this mighty warrior, okay? And he was evil. He was real evil. We're going to talk about him again in a minute. We're going to talk about, he was also the first world ruler, and he was a warrior king, okay? All right, he was part of one of the first civilizations on this earth, like as far as something that was civil post-flood again, because obviously there was more pre-flood, all right, cool. Now Tammuz, genealogy after Nimrod, he was claimed to have an immaculate birth. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Who else does that sound like? I could tell you. So, Christ, right? The story of Christ. Isn't this interesting? Oh, we're about to get to why I don't celebrate holidays and why holidays are considered pagan. Now you're about to understand why people have been saying that, but nobody, why the churches ain't been teaching y'all that, but let you celebrate it. Did you ever ask yourself why churches call holidays pagan, but then because they religify it, they make it holy, it's fake holy, okay, and they pour whitewashed stuff on it and make you feel like it's okay to do it? Oh my God. You're worshiping things that you know not of. You're following things that you know not of. Yahuwah is very clear in the scriptures. My people die for a lack of knowledge, not sin. Sin is in the world. You understand? Yahuwah said his people die because they lack Yahuwah's understanding. Go look it up. See if I'm quoting scripture right. Look it up in Google for me. Go look it up. See if I just quoted the scripture. Just go see. All right. So now let's go from the father of Babylon. All right, that genealogy pool of Babylon that came from Noah. Let's go to Japheth, father of many nations. Japheth, northern and western people. Caucasian gene pool. Woo! I'm about to make a lot of pale people bad. They were spread across Europe and Asia, forming diverse nations and cultures. Well, look at there, look at there. Look at the rulers of white supremacy in the earth. Why do these coined... Now listen, hear what I'm saying. I had to say this the other day to Callie. White males are not all white supremacists. However, there is a group that is coined in the world as being the ones to run everything. There are poor white people. They are called in the world, in a diminishing way, trailer park trash. Just like black people, they got ghetto. And Mexicans, they got their boroughs and hoods too. And everybody got a ghetto somewhere. Everybody. Every genealogy pool. Everybody's culture got it. So when you coin everybody from the pale skin to be like that, that's wrong of you. You should not do that. Unfortunately, they can't help who they was born to and born from. Just like some of us got crackhead mamas and daddies. We can't help that. If people judged us from our parents, some of us would never make it. Woo! Preach, Nay. I am. Anyway. Anyway. So with that being said, stop judging all white people. I can't stand that. Anyone who knows me knows I love all cultures, all people. One, because I got like 3 or 4 or 5 in me. What in the world? Hating them is like hating myself. And I am not based on a particular culture here at all. I connect the most with the original state of what I feel is coined in my blood materialized DNA, which is Native American. Black ain't even a culture. It's an idea that came from people long ago being called niggers. And a lot of people think that their black history should be celebrated because they got free from slavery, not knowing that their ancestors was free before slavery. So I can't celebrate them holidays either, because what are you celebrating? You're not even celebrating the truth of who you really are. You're just celebrating the last 600 years. And guess what? Guess when the English dictionary, the first one, was made? Guess when? Just guess. 1600s. Just guess. Go do the math. Go do the math. Yeah. Guess when the New King James Bible was released all over the world? 1600s. I wonder why. I wonder why, y'all. Council of Nicaea. Go look at all this stuff up, because we're going to go there. But I'm going to throw it out there because I need y'all puzzled, and I need you looking, and I need you looking, and I need you looking. So you're not lost. And if some of you knew the history of where things come from, you would cut it off. You wouldn't believe what grandma and them told you. Knowing that half the great-great-grandmas, they weren't even allowed to have books. And then the crazy thing is, did y'all ever think about the fact that the Bible was given to slaves? And it was given to them in fractions. Fractions. I think they only had 13 books. I got to go look it up. I don't remember. It was a small amount. Very small. And they only gave them the scriptures that had to do with slave mastering and honoring. It was fear-mongering. And those people that y'all celebrate on 1957, just last weekend, okay? Freedom! Okay? That's crazy. That is nothing to celebrate. The freedom that you had before you were bound is what you need to celebrate. And where is that in Yahuwah? Other than that, it's falsehood. Because all you're agreeing to is that you started there by celebrating being free from that point. You didn't start there. My people, y'all didn't start there. Those of you who get offended about racism, why? Unless you believe that that is your identity. If that's all you are, I see why you're offended. I will be offended too. No, I'm what Yahuwah says I am. Have mercy. Oh my God. Anyway, somebody need to hear that probably. So now, them white people, them Europe Asians, that's Japheth's people. Then you got Shem, the sacred lineage. Shem goes to the sons of Jacob. Sons of Jacob, you get to the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, y'all heard about that. From the 12 tribes of Israel comes this man named King David. From King David, that line comes Yahashua. Yeah. Are we seeing it now? Okay. Noah, Methuselah. If you go to the beginning of time, you will see how Yahuwah was in all that he needed in this earth. And he still is doing it to this day. He's not gone, people. You're just not looking. You're just blind. You have eyes, but you cannot see. You have ears, and you cannot hear. You have a mouth that you use, but you're not speaking anything. You're a fool. You need Yahuwah's wisdom. You need Yahuwah's ears. You need Yahuwah's eyes. Everything else is vain. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Who are you calling a fool? The scripture said you're a fool. Go read Proverbs. See if you're in there. See if you're on the foolish side of things or the wise side of things. Go see for yourself. Anyway, Shem killed Nimrod for his unrighteous, wicked ways. Okay? So Shem went and killed his great nephew? I think that's his great nephew. Because that was his brother's son's son. So I think that's the great nephew, right? I think that's the great nephew. Y'all see what I'm trying to do here. Because he was wicked. And Shem was keeping to the line of holiness. He was keeping to the line of Noah. He was wanting to honor the truth that was passed down to him. And he kept it. Now, these three men were also split. Noah gave them, because it was just Noah here. When the earth got flooded, it was just Noah. So his lineage is what took over the earth. So they split the earth in three sections. One took the north, Japheth. One took the south, Ham. One took the middle of the earth, Shem. Now I want you to find out, since y'all love from being from down south in Africa. Man, I ain't going to mess with y'all. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. But if you want to know why there's such dark magic and spiritual things that go on in certain places, and then such high racism and darkness of power in other places, and then such chi and wisdom and peace in other places of the earth. You can look at these three and you can literally draw a line like this through the map and go, yep, this is the racist top of the earth. This is the dark magic part of the earth. And this is absolutely something special is going on here, but it's a little mixed. Anyway, let's go move on, because I ain't going to be here all night. If I got to split this lesson up, I will. It's a lot I'm giving you. I hope you're taking notes. I really do. Let's talk about the first civilization of Mesopotamia. Good gracious. All right, y'all have heard of some of these places. We learned this in history books. Some of y'all have been a long time since you've been in school, so welcome. Welcome to class. All right. The land between the rivers, Mesopotamia, it gave rise to the world's first civilization and government. From the lineage of Noah's son, Ham, emerged founders of Babylon. Cush, his son Nimrod, and Nimrod's son Tammuz. Their legacy became the foundation of the mystery religion that spread across the ancient world. This group of people is the foundation of Catholicism, the Roman Catholic Church. Just for all of y'all who may not watch the next one or get left behind from skipping over stuff. Yes, Ham's generation, Mystery Babylon. They study Masonic things. They study, y'all, come on. And you're like, how do you know? I got books I read. These ain't for decoration. I read a lot. It's there. Study to show yourself approved, please. All right. Cush, Tower of Babel, son of Ham, grandson of Noah, builder of the Tower of Babel, led mankind into rebellion against Yahuwah, uniting nations under one false religion. Nimrod, world government, son of Cush, mighty warrior, conqueror, established the first world government in Babylon. This is referenced in Ezekiel 8:14 as a figure of idolatry. You ever wonder why they're trying to go back to one world government today? Why the Antichrist is trying to do that? What is the Antichrist? It's the false Christ. It's not saying it's against Christ. It actually wants to be Christ. But it's not Christ. Woo! Lord have mercy. It wants to be Christ. But it's not holy. It's not righteous. So it acts like it is. The angel of light comes as an angel of light to deceive. How does it come as an angel of light? Well, if it was coming as a dragon, you would know. So what would be an angel of light? Probably the use of religion. Wide is the way that many will go. Narrow is the way that leads to Yahuwah. And few will find it. That's more scripture for you guys. There's many people who believe in Christianity. Many people who believe in Judaism. Many people who believe in being Islamic. Woo! One God monotheism. Y'all better pay attention to the religious system. Many, generation after generation after generation after generation. Wide is the way. There is a way, Proverbs says, that seems right unto man, but it leads to death. Tammuz, the reborn son of Nimrod, claimed immaculate birth via sun rays. Yes. Yes. You know the worshiping of the sun, the worshiping of the moon, the worshiping of the stars. You want to know where that comes from? Ding, 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 ding. Paganism. I want you to know what it really means. I want you to know its origin, where it started from. I don't want you to get it from this religion. It's pagan, it's evil, but you don't really know what it means. It's just something in your head. I need you to really have detail to follow where it's coming from. Why is it called pagan? What is pagan? You know? understanding it all. This guy was said to be born on December 25th. Oh, that's when Christ was born. That's when the Lord Jesus Christ was born. He was born in a manger. Jesus Christ was there on the 25th. Have mercy. Okay. Okay. Wait till we do a study on the winter solstice and the summer solstice and you find out when these pagans worshipped and why they did it. You may think again, my friend. You may think again. Why would the world honor something so holy? Why would this dark world, this vain world, this world of money and sex and drugs, trafficking children, rape, just everything that you want you can have if your flesh desires it? Why would it honor holidays that worshiped a holy God? Question mark. Have you ever asked yourself that? It don't even make sense when I say it. Go ahead, make up a story for yourself. Go ahead, make up one. I dare you. Go ahead. Give yourself. Come on, y'all. Come on. When Yahshua walked this earth, that's what they call Jesus. When Yahshua walked this earth, okay, he hated religion. It separated people from the knowledge of Yahuwah, from relationship with Yahuwah. It never brought them closer. It brought them away. It brought them around. It brought them to a back door. It never got them through the correct gate. There's only one way. When Yahuwah was saying, I'm the way, Yahshua was saying, I'm the way, he was trying to say, listen, my Father has coined me to literally be a material, naturalized, functioning way of how you should live, breathe, eat, think, function, pray, disciple, teach, all of it. Love. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Not, he didn't want you to worship, lift him up. He wanted the Father to lift him up, so that all men will be drawn unto him. Why does that matter? Because if the Father raised him up, then men would see that he's from the Father and want to be with who? The Father, not Christ Jesus. Y'all, do you know Yahshua, according to the scriptures, is sitting on the right hand of Yahuwah, interceding all the time? From what I understand, hasn't left the throne yet. There is a time that's coming. It's drawing nigh. But until then, praying. So who's here with us, leading and directing and teaching us the way? The Spirit of Yahuwah, which was given to his son Yahshua to do all the wonderful works that people praised and worshiped him about. He was denying worship because he knew that the works were not of him. It was of the Father's Spirit. They are teaching such demonic practices in the churches. Y'all, I'm telling you, I've been a victim of it. It is bad. It is bad. It is horrible. It's not righteous. It's whitewashed tomb activity. They are capped, bro. A lot of them don't even know where they're going and what they're doing next. They get each other. Being in the same circles, blowing in the same natural energy and wind of each other, and they engulf themselves in it, and whatever confirms it, that's what it is, and then they call it God. And God is a title. So you still don't know who they talking about. What God? Which one? Do you know the name? Have mercy. Woo! Listen, y'all, let me move on to this next one. Oh, all right. Can't stand religion, bro. It's BS. Destroy my soul. Almost destroyed my soul. Understanding religion's root. Let's keep it going. The deception begins. So let's talk about this woman named Semiramis, a.k.a. Ishtar, a.k.a. where Easter comes from. Y'all gonna be over me. Or you just want to talk about holidays. And do, and did, and will, and shall. Okay? Because y'all need to stop playing. The world, these holidays ain't even important no more. In the Western world, they use it as places of consumption to take your money. And so you can deceive your kids. So for another generation, they can also spend their money too and worship false gods and keep the power of the world's darkness alive. Yeah, it's like that. It's that deep. So keep on. Keep on. I don't want to hurt my kids' feelings. I don't want to lie. I don't want to do. I don't want to. Okay, they're going to go to hell. Or their soul going to be lost. Whichever one you believe in. Because you're teaching them that that's okay. Why they also supposed to pray. How, Sway? You can't serve two masters. Ain't that what the scriptures say? Woo! Didn't y'all say don't throw the children to the fire? Don't cast them before the fire. Don't burn them. Don't sacrifice them. You don't think that's that? No, because it's innocent. They don't know. Yeah, but you're supposed to. Believer, follower of the Most High. Semiramis, Ishtar, the architect of deception. So this is the first wife of Cush. Now remember, Cush and Nimrod and Tammuz, they are family. Father, son, son. Or grandfather, father, son. Yeah, I know. I've been working today. My brain ain't clicking this fast. Yeah. This woman, who she claims she was born of an egg from the moon. I can't make this up. Check the history books, okay? Check the script. Check it all, okay? Literally. They're also spiritual. And I believe some of this is actually, like, not true but true. But I'm going to leave that there. This is the first wife of Cush. Okay, the grandpa. The mother of Nimrod. Okay, so she Nimrod's mama. But then later, because Cush died, and she had to keep her system going. So she then became the wife of her supposed son from her dead husband, Cush. Okay, so the wife of Nimrod. And then she gave birth to a dude called Tammuz. Okay, supposedly. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And I say supposedly for a reason. So doing this, she maintained power by convincing people that Nimrod had ascended to become the sun god because he was born by rays, the sun rays, because when Cush died, he became the sun. Because this is the worship of the sun. This is how this stuff began. So he became the sun. So the people started going, oh my God, Cush is the sun. Okay? And then the rays, they say, came down and gave birth to Tammuz. Okay, that's the immaculate birth. Okay, and so he became the son of the God. Are you following it? December 25th. See, a lot of people try to say because this story exists that the one about Yahshua ain't real. But there is something called Antichrist, false light, that exists. And it's called a deceiver among men. And it's a deceiver because it acts as light, but it is not light. It actually blinds those and causes them not to see. I need you to understand the origin and the history of religion. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So now you got the sun God, son of God, S-U-N, and now you see this measuring up of this God called Baal. Baal is in the scriptures. Go look it up. B-A-A-L. I guarantee you. How you know that this ain't the right story? Because Yahuwah can't stand Baal. And there's a reason why. Anti is a false light. It looks similar. It's close. But it uses natural things that only Yahuwah could have created. Yahuwah is not the sun. Yahuwah made the sun. Yahuwah is greater than the sun. Yahuwah ain't the stars. Yahuwah ain't the moon. Them things bow down to Yahuwah. What? Yahuwah is 10 heavens above us. What? You worshiping something that's stuck in a firmament of a lower realm. 9 realms below where Yahuwah's throne is. And you're calling it Yahuwah. Woe unto you. You false, unbelieving witch. I don't know what else to call you. I don't know what else to call you. What do you want me to call you? You're lying. And you're deceiving. And you're not righteous. You may be right. You may be good. But you're not righteous. You may be saving kids. But you're not righteous. I just watched a story called on Netflix. It was about this mother. Oh, what was it called? I forget what. Motherly Instincts. Supposedly, this woman. Bottom line is, this woman was so crazy that no one around her knew how crazy she was. All they knew that she was a liar. And who hasn't lied before? Right? 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 Even the most innocent kids, they lie. Right? Okay. You know? So, a person can still be good and lie. Good ain't righteous. Okay? This woman had everybody fooled. She was loving and kind and peaceable and just... She cut a baby out of a woman's stomach to claim it as her own, to keep up with her lie. She acted like she was 5 different people at the same time and was able to keep up with all the stories every single day. How, Sway? Was she good? To many. Till she did that, then she became evil. Why? Because her fangs began to show. Good and evil. It's not righteous. What do you want to be? You want to be good? Be good. It doesn't make you righteous. Alright, so anyway. She claimed Nimrod impregnated her with the sun rays, and she gave birth to Tammuz. Alright, and established herself as the moon goddess. Worship of the moon. And she created the first Father-Son Trinity. Father, Mother, Son, Trinity. Where does that look familiar at, people? The Trinity. You can never find that word in the scriptures. However, the church uses it all the time. All the time. Where did they get that idea from? Catholicism. That started with paganism. Because that was before Catholicism. Y'all following me? This was before Catholicism. Catholicism, they took on this. Do y'all realize that the Romans are the ones who killed Yahshua? So why, if the Romans, the Caesar's palace, if they hated this man, they didn't believe in this man, they were more scared of the religious people who was running that city than the son of the living Yahuwah. They killed the real light, so they thought, by physical form, not realizing Yahuwah used their evil against them to gain their souls back. Gosh, the love. It's crazy. So when you think about that, they then, when he dies, they go and want to kill all the Christians. Remember, they was killing all the disciples who was following Christ. And then years later, they come up with the Roman Catholic Church and now they love Christ? Y'all want me to believe that? Without studying, that has never made sense to me. I have always known that that was crazy. It's bananas. It does not make sense. It doesn't. It's retarded. It is. So now you got these Romans, these Catholicisms, they're so holy. But you keep hearing about how the kids keep getting raped. And all this dark stuff is happening. And, anywho, anyhow, anyway. Her deception became the foundation of mystery religion worship across all civilizations. This one named Semiramis, whatever, how you ever say it, Semiramis, whatever, Ishtar. The Easter egg mama that was born of a moon and got dropped down in an egg, okay? I might give y'all a couple more slides. I'm cutting out of here tonight. We're gonna split this in half and make this part one and two, because there's a lot that I'm giving y'all. So, the Babylon Trinity. And I think, I'm gonna close it off at here. When we get to the tribes, we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all need to study this and look this up. So the Babylon Trinity, the mystery religion of Babylon introduced the world's first Trinity worship system, a father, mother, son triad that became the template for pagan religions across every major civilization. The sacred triad originated in ancient Mesopotamia and spread globally under different names. So now you see where Mother Mary comes from. The Father, the Mother, the Son. Catholicism. Who do you call a priest? The Father. In the scriptures it says you should never call any man father. You know, the religion, what they do, they point out sin out in the world, but they don't look at the wolf inside. It's dark, man. It's dark. So you got sun god Baal, who's the father. So Nimrod, after death, he's declared ascended to become the sun god Baal. Semiramis convinced the people that he ruled the heavens as the supreme solar deity. And pretty much cementing his divine status. Yeah, so, it's been sun god here ever since. People still worship the sun. The sun that one day it said is going to fall down in the end times according to Revelation. I mean, okay, you're so powerful. Okay. Wow. What you going to do then when that happens, people? All right, moon goddess, Ishtar, mother. Semiramis claimed to be born of the moon and descended in a giant egg from the Euphrates River. Isn't that something? That's where the other four angels are chained up. And as the moon goddess, Ishtar, she held power as the queen of heaven and earth. Look at Mother Earth. And then we have Sun Tammuz, the child, born on December 25th. And he was declared the Immaculate Son, conceived by sun rays from Baal, okay, his daddy, the son. The father, mother, son triad became the origin pattern of all pagan Trinity worship. You don't believe me? Look it up. Look it up. I'm just here to talk about it. I'm just here to talk about it, people. I'm here to discuss with you what it really is. All right. I'm going to get to 10 on this. So, a global pattern of deception. Mystery religion spreads. The same father, mother, son worship pattern established in Babylon spread across every major civilization. As peoples scattered and cultures diverged, the names changed, but the structure remained identical. Every empire adopted the triad under their own language and culture context, preserving the original Babylonian mystery religion at its core. That's why in the end times, it says in Revelation, "Oh, you whore of Babylon, wow, has she fallen?" Who's the whore of Babylon? Who is it? Could it be? Could it be? From Babylon to Egypt, Greece, Rome, Nordic, Hindu, and beyond, the sun god, moon goddess, and reborn sun appeared in every culture. This was not coincidence. It was the deliberate spread of a unified deceptive system, adapting its identity while maintaining the same spiritual roots rooted in the rebellion of Nimrod and Semiramis, aka Ishtar. Our government went to go declare war on Iran when Bush was in office to go get the body, the grave of Nimrod. Many say to resurrect and to continue the power and strength of what was created. Because if you think these political people don't believe in God, you got something coming. Why did they put "In God We Trust" on the dollar bill in the first place? And for those of you who say, well, they believe in God because, okay, then why they at least put Jesus? To separate the God that they believed in. And why, with God there, did they use so many different symbols that has nothing to do with righteousness and holiness, but everything to do with paganism? Have mercy. Have mercy. Help. That's all I got. Help. Somebody help. Somebody help. Deity comparison. Across every major empire and culture, the same Trinity pattern repeats. Only the name changes. The Babylonian mystery religion of Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz spread globally, adapting to each culture's language while preserving the Father, Son, Son worship structure. So you have Babylon, Baal, Semiramis, Ishtar, Tammuz, Egypt, Ra, Isis, Horus. That's what Egypt. You got Greece, Zeus, Artemis, Adonis. Yeah. Father, Mother, or God, Goddess, Son. You got Rome, Jupiter, Diana, Apollo. You got the Nordic, Odin, Joro, Thor. Yes, Thor is not a freaking comic book person. Hindu, you got Vishnu, Chandra, Krishna. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on, people. On and on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on and on. You see it? Can you see it? Do you see it? Sun God Father. Every empire worships the sun god as the supreme father figure. Baal, Ra, Zeus, Jupiter, Odin, Vishnu. The name changes, but the role remains identical. A defiled male ruler ascending to divine status. Moon, goddess, and sun. Each culture paired a moon goddess mother with a miraculous born son, Ishtar, Tammuz, Isis, Horus, Artemis, Adonis. This father, mother, son triad is the fingerprint of Babylon's mystery religion across history. Wake up. Open your eyes. It's time to see. Let me see what this next slide is, because I think I want to stop with this. I think this was a good lesson. Let's see if it goes into, the head of the empire. I'll close it with this. Yeah, I know. It's pretty heavy. I don't really care. We can come back to this. We'll come back to the last 8 slides. I'll do a review. We'll come back around. I may do it next week for y'all. We'll see. Behind every false religion system lies a singular spiritual force, the mystery religion of Babylon. It was not merely a human invention. It was orchestrated by a deceptive spiritual power operating under the 3 names, each representing a different facet of the same great deception, Satan. Now, Satan, y'all, is actually a title, because there's a lot of Satans. But for now, and for the grasp of at least you following me, until I break that down even further, Satan is what we're going to coin it with today, okay? The adversary, the accuser, architect of deception from the beginning, the force behind every counterfeit religion and false worship system throughout history, Satan. Lucifer, the light bearer, the fallen one, known as the originator of pride and rebellion, who sought to be worshipped as the Most High and established counterfeit spiritual systems. And Baal, the sun god, Lord of Babylon, founder of the one world religion, the great deception, and the blueprint for one world government, worship across empires under many names. Yep. History of religion, part 1. I'm not going into any more tonight. I'm leaving it right here. I think this is good enough. I do. What time is it? 9:27. Cool. I am wanting everyone to consider all that you've been taught and reevaluate why you were taught it. And if you have personally decided within yourself to believe all that you believed in a religious way because it made you feel good, or because it tickled your footsie, or because there was some sort of truth and reality to it. I want you to think about, did you study to show yourself approved? Did you find this out for yourself? Did you seek Yahuwah for yourself? Did you look in the mirror and say, I might need to study to show myself approved and own my relationship with the Creator in my own way to ensure that no other's mind, no other's voice, no other's ideas is the reason why I do or do not know Yahuwah for real? Did you ever think that maybe something about what you were taught wasn't all that it was said to be? If you have, please continue to watch and walk with me. Study with me. Because we're going to go there. I'm already there. I'm woo, you know. I'm trying to figure out how to give y'all stuff without overwhelming you. That's why I want to stop right here. This is a good place. You now know about why the flood happened at a baseline, at a basic level. Very basic level. Who Noah really is in a way. The fact that he had sons and wives and that they split the earth. And that within that, civilization was started. Something called polytheism and monotheism was informed now. And paganism is pretty much the root of almost all religious systems out here. Yeah, you just figured that out. And that Yahushua came to destroy religion. Couldn't stand it. Even the priests that were acting holy using Yahuwah's name. Okay. Couldn't stand them either. And yeah, I'm just going to leave this right here. If you want to know more, go read for yourself. Study to show yourself approved. Go ahead. I dare you. Go read. Go pick up the Ethiopian Bible. Go read all of the books. The ones they call pseudo and the ones that they don't. Go look it up. There was a council that decided to remove and take out and do certain things with certain things. There's so many tablets and scrolls and information that you can find and search to continue to put things together. And the great thing about all of this is that there's a spirit that's been here, that's created, that's been here since the foundations of the earth. It's called Ruach HaKodesh. And it will teach you all things, show you all things, reveal to you all things. If you knock, it will be open to you. If you decide to go take a look, it will be shown to you. I'm trying to tell you. It is a teacher. It is a trainer. It is a corrector. It's Yahuwah in an amazing spiritual. I'm still learning all about it. And I just want you to learn with me. Grow with me. Shoot, challenge me. I don't give a darn, whatever. We can study together. But I know one thing. What I'm not going to do is believe a bunch of fools out here who's serving something that they know not of. I've done it already. It's only created confusion. Because, see, when you're seeking something and you keep going to the table and you eat it, but you're like, that's not it. And you go to another table, that's not it. And you go to another table, that's not it. You may have been at all these tables, and people may say, I saw you eating, I saw you eating, I saw you did. But what you didn't know was what was driving me to go sit at these tables. Because I was looking for truth. Truth was guiding me to and through and over and away. I love Psalms 23 because he walks with you in the shadow of darkness and death. You don't have to fear any evil. You don't have to do all that. His rod and his staff will keep, all of Yahuwah's greats that we read about. There's many greats we know nothing about. Their names aren't even mentioned that impacted this place. And they all were a trip. Their journeys were very human. But they all coined the same rhythm. They loved them some Yahuwah. And if there's nothing else that I want you to get from me and NLG Studios and what we bring, is to love Yahuwah with all that you have. If all that you have is crooked than a bone, love Yahuwah with that crooked than a bone soul. You understand? Love Yahuwah from where you are. Just get on the wheel. Let Yahuwah spin it and smack it down and throw what? Just get on. Stay on. And don't let the world or religion take you from Yahuwah. Don't let it deceive you. Don't let it misguide you. Deceive and misguided. At least let it be because of you doing it. Because it's going to be such a shame for so many to say, my pastor said, my mama said, my guru said, my therapist said, my this said, my that said, and you didn't say for yourself. Well, I'm going to do what I always do now that you know what it is and what I've talked about tonight. I'm going to do what I always do and leave you with this video. And after that, I'm out of here tonight, people, because, yeah, this has been an interesting one, a heavy one, but a needed one, a necessity. So, yeah, let me rock this video for y'all one more time so now y'all can really look at what I was saying and see what type of jewels you pick up now that you know a little bit more. All right, it's been easy. I appreciate y'all, as always. Thank you for joining me in NLG Studios. Let's get to it. Love you. For real.
What? Another next level Genesis. Release. Let's go.
Let's take it back to where it all began. After the flood, when the world found land. First city rose where the rivers meet. Babylon's story, history's beast. Some say faith came out of the night. Rome mixed truth with a different style. One got above monotheism versus many gods and men polytheism. But let's trace the roots and start again.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood
Ham, Japheth across all time.
From Ham came Cush, then Nimrod's reign.
God built the tower reaching heaven's
Plain. Power rose, but pride took hold. The first world kingdom, fierce and bold.
Tammuz born from a story told. Son and mother, myths of old.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers go. We're waking up, let's go.
Turn the lost into sacred lies. Said the sun gave birth to a son. And Bel was born where Shem keep night. But through the line of Shem came light. A promise shining through the night. From David's seed to Yahushua's name. Truth restored, the world reclaimed.
We are being boosted. We are being boosted. Keep your eyes boosted. We are being boosted.
Keep your eyes open.
We are being boosted.
Keep your eyes open.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers low. We're waking up. Let's go, let's go. The lights are on. 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 Your eyes on. Your eyes
Let's take it back to where it all began. After the flood when the world found land. First city rose where the rivers meet. Babylon's story, history's deep. Some say faith came out of the night. Rome mixed truth with a different style. One got above monotheism, bursting many gods of men. Polytheism, let's trace the roots and start again.
Dig deep, open up your mind. Truth's been hidden for a long, long time. From the flood to the towers go. We're waking up, yes, let's go, let's go. The lights are happening, the lights are happening. Oh, the lights are for your eyes are for happening. Oh, 3 sons bred from Noah's line. Shem, Ham, Japheth across all time. Ham came Cush, then Nimrod's reign.
I built the tower reaching heaven's plane.
Power rose, but pride took hold. The first world kingdom, fierce and bold.
Tammuz born from a story told.
Son and mother, myths of old. You're